Kick-off serenaded in style once again by the Blue Noses. Iwata looking to provide that with a delightful ball out to Ethan Laird near side. Fancies his chances against Barton. Gets round the outside of him. Big challenge comes in the penalty area. Penalty! James Brobby it was. In retreat. Ethan Laird has left Dan Barton for dust. Back came his teammate. But Jay Stansfield steps up. Can he put us in a commanding position 22 minutes into the first half? Yes, he can! Stansfield straight down the middle. 7 out of 7 from the spot for Stano. And for Blues, it's back to business at the top of League One in no time at all. Stano from the spot again. Blues 1, Cambridge 0.
He's got a little bit fortunate, but it doesn't matter. It only has to go over the line. It doesn't have to touch the net. Even his celebration wasn't quite as silky as normal, but nevertheless, it's that opening goal of the game, and it was that bit of brilliance from Laird.
It's wearing those Cambridge legs down, which is certainly a focus of Chris Davies' play against these templated teams, as Laird skips past Barton, and then Iwata hits it. Maybe not as ferociously caught as he did on Sal. Picks it up out of the melee. That's a great pick out for Keshi Anderson down this right-hand side. Good improvisation by Dowell. A decent cross by Keshi Anderson, and it's turned into his own net by Liam Bennett, who was blindsided. Deceived by the cross.
It's the under-16s playing against the first team, which sometimes can be very, very difficult, but when you break down those doors by getting the early goals, makes it so much easier.
And now Blues are really enjoying it, and Stansfield's been found, and he can link up with Keshi Anderson, and he will leave it for Kieran Dowell, and that is a brilliant third goal. 3 goals for Blues, and 5 minutes before half-time, maybe already 3 points for Blues. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Blues at our very best.
Well, Iwata catches the eye on Saturday, but that for me is a better goal. It's a better team goal. It's about the unity within the team, the desire to run forward. 4 of them with perfect touches to their teammate, and then the knowledge from
Peck finds Cochrane, and Cochrane will cross. The header away only as far as Dowell. It's off the top of the crossbar. Blues inches away from a 4th.
Well, again, it's poor defending, but it's also utilising your opportunities for
Kieran Dowell in his 5 appearances since joining on loan from Rangers. He's in again, Kieran Dowell, down the right-hand side, one-on-one. But the prod was easily saved by Nathan Bishop, and that just might increase Cambridge United's XG by a fraction at the end of the first half, which has been as dominant a first 45 minutes as you'll see. Gary Monk has looked to the bench, and Josh Stokes and James Gibbons have come on. The man who scored the own goal, Liam Bennett, makes way. Corner kick comes in from that far side. The header is by Bielik. The header's over the bar by the Blues captain. He spoke about the change of formation for Cambridge as Blues come down the right-hand side. Stansfield fires the ball across. Williamson, point-blank save by Bishop to deny Williamson. The quadrants of the left-hand side of the unscathed, but Morrison's given it away to Cochrane, and Cochrane can slip through Stansfield, and Stansfield turns, and Stansfield goes down, and that's a penalty. Blues get another penalty 10 minutes into the second half. Stansfield too tricky, too nimble. The contact. Jay Stansfield, this time Tilton End goes eye to eye with Nathan Bishop for the second time this evening. This time it's saved by Nathan Bishop. Resultant corner kick comes in. Blues bodies charging towards it. There Stansfield can't turn it in from the angle. Cambridge United bodies throwing themselves in front of the ball, and it's behind for a second consecutive corner, Moons.
Yeah, well, he's hit that penalty just equally as bad as he did the first one. Got a little bit of luck. There was no luck on that occasion.
Our third in quick succession. Cochrane sprays it to Pek Sung-ho, who hits a rocket in that semi-final of the Virtue Trophy. And St Andrews filling up nicely in the allocation as Jay Stansfield's found in the penalty area. Stansfield onto his left foot, charged down by Morrison, picked up by Cochrane after Morrison's block out. Scott Wright into Stansfield on the turn. Bishop level to it though. Stansfield struck through the crowd from the edge of the 18-yard box. As Hanley plays it square to Davies. Davies will look long and diagonally towards Laird. Laird will scoop it over the top looking for Stansfield, who's in behind here. Jay Stansfield leaves it for Dykes. Dykes up against Morrison. Dykes will spread it out to Scott Wright. Wright looks to tee someone up in the middle. The header is back towards Scott Wright, just losing his footing but recovers well and looks to tee up Bielik, and the shot through the crowd straight at Bishop again. Blues are like a...
It is like a training ground game. Cambridge dropping so deep every time Birmingham get it.
Cadena looking to take on Wright. Wright makes the intervention and dispossesses the fullback. Dykes into space for Wright to give chase, and Stansfield and Dykes to aim for. Looks to find Lyndon Dykes. Comes out to Harris, and Harris fires it into the bottom corner for 4. It's a welcome goal for Luke Harris off the bench, and Blues have carved Cambridge apart tonight and have put the side at the bottom of League One very much to the sword. And another boost for Blues. Luke Harris off the bench to take his tally to 3 Blues goals.
Well, the goal's been shared out this evening, but that's actually... They've gone far too long without seeing a goal tonight, or a shot on goal, certainly.
Great pick out by Wright to find Dykes, and Dykes can surge up to the edge of the penalty area. Dykes pulls the trigger through the legs of Morrison, but Nathan Bishop can dive down to his left-hand side. Dykes found in the penalty area, and he will tee up Jay Stansfield. Venomous effort. Nathan Bishop fully behind it again tonight.
It's a striker's night that's not quite right.
And then Blues can tidy things up with Cochrane. And there is the full-time whistle. It's another 3 points for Blues at home.